But then, first of all, what does the Titanic mean to Liverpool, if people don't already know?
Titanic was very much a Liverpool ship for the passengers and also like the senior crew that were here, and that's like the main focus of like the exhibition at Titanic and its links to Liverpool. And we're also looking at the White Star Line building that was on James Street. Well, it still is, but it's just empty at the moment, sadly. But I mean, Titanic was registered here, and all the business dealings were really key to like the city as well. So yeah, it's very much like Liverpool. That's the personal stories from the crew and passengers. That's what we're focusing on, really.
And the title has the word untold in it.
Yeah.
So what actually is untold? What's new?
The untold story is like it's just the Liverpool angle. I think a lot of people would be quite surprised that Liverpool would have like such a strong link to Titanic, and there's been lots of books and documentaries and films about Titanic, but I think our angle is very different, and it's, I like to think it's very exciting, and it's a new area really. Even though Titanic never visited Liverpool, her links are just very strong.
Do you think it has more of a personal touch then to other museums where it's all just quite straight line?
Yeah, I think so, definitely. I mean, the personal stories, for instance, when the visitor enters the exhibition, they could pick up a card, and that would be of like a passenger or a crew member, and they could find out a bit more about where that passenger was and where they came from and what their role was on Titanic, and then what happened to them later on, really. So definitely the personal stories and collections just complement that.
Yeah.
So,
how long will the exhibition run for?
It runs from the 30th of March to the 21st of April 2013. So it's definitely 3 years.
Is it just to commemorate the 100-year anniversary of Titanic sinking, or?
Yeah, it's partly that to commemorate it, but also we do have like a permanent exhibition downstairs, the Titanic, the Titania, and we've got an Empress gallery. So the two are just designed to complement, but we thought, well, 2012 being such a huge anniversary for Titanic, I think we just wanted to really commemorate it in our way, really, and bring in our collections that we've got. We've got some of the telegrams that were sent from the rescue ship, the Carpathia, to New York. So those like really frantic messages from what was going on, the iceberg. We've got a collection of them, and first class ticket. We've got some gorgeous paintings, which you can probably see in Art and Sea Gallery, which really show Liverpool, this very prosperous, bustling maritime port. So yeah.
How does the museum acquire the ticket that we've just seen unveiled?
I'm not 100% sure how. I think it might have been donated, but there's a curator of archives, I think that's like her collection. I'm after the paintings and things, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
But it's part of the Maritime Archives collection.
Okay. Do you believe the exhibition will appeal to everyone of all ages?
Yes, I think so. I think there's a bit of everything, I think, from the visitor who perhaps doesn't know anything about Titanic to perhaps a visitor who would like a bit more for their research. And also we've got some activities for the younger members of the audience, like a dressing up box for like sailor outfits. We've got like tactile objects, say for the visitor who has like any visual impairments, and smells as well. So we're just trying to appeal, and also the interpretation. I think museums in the past either been guilty of just having rooms just full of objects and no information. So I think we've just got like quite good balance of quite a good balance of like not too much text, but we've got Miss Daisy as well. So hopefully it will appeal to everyone.
How long has the exhibition been in the works? Like how long has it been in development for?
Well, I came in April time last year, so that was kind of a bit last. But I know the planning of it was it's well over like a year and a half, and we've been working solidly for the past say 10 months just on content alone. When it comes to like organising which objects and how we interpret them, and the different like themes as well. So even like the text, I mean that really just goes around the departments. To our education team to see how accessible it is. If we're not using any terminology that might throw like like any of the visitors. So yeah, it's been a long time in making, but we're very pleased with it, and we just hope the visitor enjoys it as much as we've enjoyed working on
Speaking
it.
of the exhibition, what are your favourite pieces that are on display?
Well, I mean, I quite like In the Mersey by Max and Claire. That's like a huge like oil painting, and it just really shows this really beautiful like waterscape of like Liverpool and all like the ships and the bustle, and I think they're probably my favourites. And I suppose maybe the robe and the dress, we loaned them from the Fashion Museum in Bath, and they were designed by Lady Duff Gordon, who was a first-class passenger on Titanic. So that's a real treat for us really to have them on display from Bath.
Are there any pieces still yet to come?
No.
Or is it all completely finished?
It's all there now. Yeah.
That's it then?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Can I just get your name and